Well, hi there, thanks for tuning to my YouTube channel. Jose Quiñones, the CNC dude here with a simple question. And that question is, what is this plastic? Now, before I go on, I have to apologize. As I understand, there are plenty of PhDs out there in chemistry that must be like, "Oh, my entrails, how you dare to call that a plastic and use that term so loosely when we don't know if that is a plastic, a polymer, a composite." Yes, I have no idea what this material is. I'm calling it a plastic because it looks plasticy, I guess. It looks plasticky to me. So, and I'll give you a series of, I'll show you a series of tests that perhaps will allow us to determine what kind of material it is. But it's definitely, I can tell you something. It is not a composite like fiberglass or, I mean, I'm not saying it's not a composite. It could be a composite, but it is not fiberglass and it is not carbon fiber. I know those materials very well, and I am positive that's not what this is. Okay, it machines very well, but I have no idea what it is. So I would love to know. Of course, anybody could come and say, well, why don't you go to the store where you bought the plastic and do this thing called ask in the store, what is the plastic? Well, as it turns out, I didn't buy the plastic. And of course, I know some people may be like, oh, did it fall from the sky? Did the plastic fairy godmother bring it to you? Pretty much. This actually came completely by coincidence into my hands when I acquired this. It was like a piece of furniture that I acquired on an auction, and you know, the treasure there was the extruded aluminum. That's what I was after. So this kind of like a workbench was made out of extruded aluminum, and panels like this were the walls. So I have like, I don't know, 20, 30, I don't know how many, but a lot. I have been machining this material for the past almost 5 years, and I have done a lot of parts, you know, brackets, motor mounts, fixtures, and I still have way much more than I have used. So I have a lot of that material, tremendously awesome machining material. But like I said, I don't know what it is. Now let me tell you a few things about it, and perhaps we can crack this mystery. And if you have never heard of this material and you don't know what this material is, at least you can see that it is a very nice material to machine on your shop. Now I have in here a piece of the Delrin acetal. I believe Delrin is a brand name, but acetal is the name of the polymer. And I am positive this material here is not acetal, or at least not this grade of acetal, which is the one that I see the most. Maybe some other weird acetal with, I don't know, like a composite acetal of some nature. How do I know? Because of how both of these materials machine. And I'm gonna show you 2 or 3 tests that I have done on the materials, and you'll see that they're very different. Now, again, this could be some kind of a weird acetal with some other properties, because of course any material can be done in different ways and still kind of the same base, but it's just different in how it behaves. Now, for example, the first test that I want to show you is to show you the hardness of the material. I don't know what is the hardness in number, you know, in a scale, but you can see a very big difference with this material being way harder and brittle than this material. Now I know this material is acetal because, well, I mean, a mechanical engineer told me a long time ago it was acetal, so I've been going by that. I think it is. This is the one that I don't know what it is. But here's an interesting test. Here is some of the mystery plastic, and if I drop it, it's cracked. The corner will have cracked, and in fact, if you don't machine it carefully, it will crack as well. So very brittle material. Versus if I drop the Delrin, it will bend. It will not crack. So the Delrin is more malleable than the mystery plastic. That's the first test. The second test is on the chips. Alright, so I machine a little bit of Delrin, and boy, the chips look completely different than the unknown material. And actually, I don't know if you can see the detail here, but these are curlier, not as dusty as the other one. It's funny, they were electrostatically charged. They were getting glued everywhere, just electrostatically. So clearly different materials. I wonder what that other stuff is. Here are both materials side by side. The color is different. The texture is different. The shape of the chip is different. Like I said, this one is dustier. What do you think this is? That by itself gives it away that they're not the same plastic. Again, it could be a different grade of Delrin. I'm not a Delrin expert. I don't have a PhD in polymerylology, if that's a word. So, what is this? I would love to know, because it's a very nice plastic, and one day I'm gonna run out of material, and I would love to go to the store and say, hey, give me X and X plank of this little plastic, whatever it is. I think that's all the tests that I have. One last test. This is very similar to pretty much dropping the material, but here's a piece of pretty much scrap. If I bend it, I'm gonna be careful when you do stuff like this. I mean, this is gonna chatter. It's almost like a glass. So I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't even gonna assume that I have eye protection. I wanna close my eyes as I do this. And I felt a piece hitting my arm. But the way that it chatters, it's very different. I don't have a similar piece of Delrin or acetal, but I have bent acetal before, and it doesn't crack like this. It will bend. So those are the 3 tests that I have done on this material to tell me that they are not the same. So I am not gonna be able to acquire this kind of material if I go to an industrial supplier, say, because I don't think plastic stores are gonna carry stuff like this. They may have acrylics and polyethylene and stuff like that, but I don't think you can even buy acetal that easily on the local stores. So, but if I go into a store and say I would like to buy this plastic, give me some acetal, I don't think this is what I'm gonna get. So I have no idea what it is. If you know what it is or you have a guess, feel free to comment. I think this is a tremendous opportunity for everybody in the community to learn of this pretty amazing material. Like I just came in contact with this by pure chance, and I have been loving the experience of having this material in my shop. So anybody else could benefit from cutting this. So definitely, if you have never seen it, check out the comments. Maybe somebody has already responded on what they think it is, and hopefully some expert can certify that that's what this is, and we can enjoy from this material. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, and also thank you for all of the subscribers. I've gotten a lot of subscribers lately, even when I have been absent. My apologies for being absent, but the hit here in Texas has been crazy. So I had to take a summer vacation from the shop, but I am pretty much ready to be back. So I'll be seeing you guys soon again. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one.